Hello friends, this is Coldrun. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. And I just noticed that the weather is currently apocalypse, so that's not great. Junabaha. Can the despair in a man's own heart consign him to such a terrible fate? Yeah, it can, and the more I think about it, the more it does make sense. One of Rack's comment I found especially helpful in this, just in how it's really not just about like, oh no, my profits are going to be smaller this year. It's his whole life, everything he put himself into, and the lives of those he loves and supports that he sees are really going down the drain. So yeah, it's not the same as a loved one dying or something, but it's also not that far off. Grahatia. Beyond the depths of despair, Grahatia is eager to share all you have learned with your companions. Were you to reconvene, Graha? Were you to reconvene with the others in front of We were to reconvene with the others in front of Megaduta, were we not? That should be just outside. With any luck, they will have already returned from their own investigations. My friend, we must take our leave. I pray that your establishment is spared from further tragedy, but remember, your lives are far more precious than any wares. If you are ordered to flee, do so without hesitation. Junabaha. Indeed, I thank you for your concern and pray you too take care as well. Also, this is a bad expansion because apparently that's not something that you can glam on, that veil. Oh well. Here are our friends, Thancred, or... Okay. Thancred. Finished your rounds and ready to share? Yes. Ishtola.
There you are. You've spoken with the survivors.
I have.
Indeed. We thought to share what we have gleaned, that we might together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances.
That is the value of sharing information.
Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
Okay. I imagine you found sort of the same thing. I mean, you didn't find the blasphemy origin itself, but probably confirms what you heard about.
Karzal was gravely concerned about his business.
I'm so sorry.
In the days preceding his untimely end.
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another. Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
Fear, unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
It's time for some toxic positivity to save the day.
If so, then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients.
Really? No, I guess that makes sense. I mean, because they said it was their fear, it was their kind of their deepest, worst parts coming out. So yeah, that makes sense.
With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold horrors.
But we don't have creation magics.
Had they simply lost control, surely it would have manifested in many forms, not all of them monstrous.
That's a good point. The situation I brought up last time was the kind of as a joke, but like someone during sex, like that situation. Like maybe if it were just about the power of emotions, that would have brought forth not a blasphemy, but I don't know, the primal of lovin'. Like maybe, but now it's really just negative.
Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered solely by the darkness in their hearts, a common thread with what we now witness.
I was gonna say, so this was just a stray thought that I'll share, because maybe Zodiarc's, and yet it's one I'm gonna get rid of quickly. I thought for a second, what if Zodiarc's dissipating somehow was like now giving power, now instead of being concentrated all in the center of the moon, it didn't just disappear, it kind of flowed back into all these people. And now all the darkest parts are like giving expression to the dissipated Zodiarc, or to the yeah. But that wouldn't make sense because there was no Zodiarc from before the Asians, or before the Amaurotines, the Ancient Ones, summoned him. So it's not like Zodiarc died and then that triggered it for them, like something else.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged with magic alone, those of today are born of sentient beings.
Yeah, but also they're born of sentient beings, but like the beasts the ancients faced were their own thing. Like they had creation magic, so they were able to come into play without possessing someone or someone else transforming. Maybe now our version of creation magic is basically requiring the sacrifice of ourselves. Like that's how the likes of Zodiarc was summoned in the first place, was through sacrifice. And so maybe like that's what we need to even summon the basic beast, is this kind of sacrifice. Unwilling sacrifice, but still.
But there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not.
True.
Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference.
If I may, there was another detail that troubled me.
What do you got?
We have it on good authority that Karl Zahl's transformation
took
place before the skies began to burn.
What? If that's true, then the situation's more dire than we realized.
Why is it more dire and not just different?
It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast.
Oh, yeah, that does suck.
Even in lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
I'm just saying, if Gabu turns into like a blasphemy, I'm gonna be a salty dog.
Look! It's the satrap! The satrap!
And thank you to, I think, to Azomagia for clarifying that they knew there was a dragon involved, just that the dragon's an ally as far as they know. And they probably haven't seen it, but they know that there's a dragon ally because that's where they get the scales from.
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last. Outside this sanctuary, the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes. I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Palaka's stand?
Palaka.
My grandson was bound for there yesterday, and I worry for his life.
Yeah, he's probably gone.
We are still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share...
Your Excellency, I bring grave news.
Okay, here we go.
You are?
I'm Mattia of...
Hi,
of
Mattia.
Artali, a humble fisherman.
Good to see you again, friend. I mean, not in these circumstances.
Ah, I remember you from our first visit.
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago.
Wait, you're... But no, that can wait. When the skies turn red,
I set off for Palaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend. But as I drew near the village, I saw dreadful beasts all about.
No! Gods have mercy! Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts? They tore our bravest warriors, limb from limb!
Yeah, it's fair to freak out.
What if we are too late, huh? They catch him, sink their fangs into him? The fangs!
Oh god, she's transforming. Oh shit. Oh god, I forgot. Calm is even more important now. Oh Jesus, that up close. Oh yeah, I forgot how important being calm is now more than ever. This is pretty awful, and it's so hard to contain. Just the raw panic. Again, I am so sorry for the coughing. The throat's just rough today.
Damn it! We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
Yeah, the new healing class is like a mental health counselor.
As fast as you can!
Whoa, look at that one! That one is awesome. But at least now it's safe. Because they don't seem to attack. Oh. Never mind. I'm sorry. I thought, like, no, it's safe. It won't attack you. Don't attack each other. But nope. Holy shit. That design is... some of these designs are just incredibly creative. This is like a corrupt elephant. Oh, the mouth on it. The wide mouth. Is that Ahawan just got grabbed? No, don't eat Ahawan.
Our people, you must save them.
He's not gonna... This is happening slowly. It's gonna... Holy fuck. I was sure that he wasn't gonna bite him. I thought we were gonna save him at the last minute. They just killed Ahawan.
My son. Enough. You must run. For their sake and your own.
That's right, give him hope that he can still help others.
Yes, you will survive. You must.
Nice job, Graha. Emotional support cat to the rescue. Whew, okay. Yeah, some of these are old, some of these are new. Something borrowed, something blasphemous. Oh, she's drawing on her prior jobs. She's multi-classing. I wonder if one of the scions is going to turn into this, because there's nothing that protects... The Echo isn't related to this. Not directly, not the way it is, not as directly as it is to the Tempered. But I do wonder if at any point, like if Thancred found out something happened to Reen...
Strong, my friends! Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations!
And this is one of those
men and
cases...
women of the Radiant Host, Lend your Stola and Thancred your aid. Let not a single beast escape. The rest of you, flee this place. Carry the wounded if you must. Head indoors or underground.
He's in full Crystal Exarch mode right now.
Above all, stay calm. No beast will follow you. We will see to that.
Even more determined than he was there. He was kind of a calm leader. Here he's like the fiery war leader almost.
Alphinaud! Alizé! Leave the city to us, and make for Palaka's stand at once! Matzia, show my friends to the village. I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest.
Right.
Go with them, will you? We
I
will
trust
save
you.
these
You got
people,
this.
as many as we can.
A friggin' bow tie. Oh boy. Okay. So where are we now? We're to the northeast. Okay, so we're heading towards Palaka's stand. I was thinking that Palaka's stand was part of Vanaspati, but it sounds like it's somewhere different. Maybe somewhere different. I'm not sure yet. I really like the that was like a changed, not a different voice actor, but that was a different Graha we just saw there. Because it's funny, you know how sometimes you change who you are depending on who's around you. And a lot of the time when Graha is around Kukushu, or the Warrior of Light, he becomes like a subservient fanboy sort of thing. There he was like taking charge, and it's really cool to see. Alizé. Damn it all, staying calm isn't exactly my forte. That's right, you have to. You have to. This is an area where you have to grow for now. Matzia. We meet again. You do remember me, yes? Of course I do. It wasn't that long ago. You saved my skin twice over in Yedlamad, and now I find myself turning to you for help once more. But let us tarry here no longer. Understood. Alphinaud. We must save Palaka's stand, whatever it takes. Matzia, it pains me to put you in harm's way, but I would ask your aid as well. Matzia, of course. Palaka's stand is not far, just down that hill. But as I told His Excellency before, the path was blocked by terrible creatures. I had no choice but to turn back, but luckily we're here. Alphinaud, in that case, this is what we shall do. Kukushu, I ask that you take the lead and dispatch any beasts you encounter. Alizé, I will keep Matzia hidden amidst the trees and follow when the path is clear. Really nice division of labor here. Like, again, it's not Kukushu and the others. It's like the Scions are all working as a unit. I really like that. Alphinaud, there is no telling what dangers await us. Keep your eyes peeled. Okay. Let me bring out Pigeon. Ooh, what's over here? Let me explore. Anything, and where's a nearby, something to the west? Shroud of the Samga. Again, it's not that I'm bad with pronouncing Indian names, it's that I don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know what the conventions are. And so if you have any suggestions on that front, please let me know. Like, if GHA in Hindi is, when it transliterated from Hindi is a different sound, please let me know. Okay, just grabbed an ether current and I'm back here. Since a hostile presence, Terminus Snatcher. Oh, right, I'm not a red mage. Did anyone else do that where you have like just a main job that you usually play and when you switch to a new job, like you start doing the rotation of the old job before you remember that you're not playing that old job? Or grandma... Oh, grandmother. Yeah. And just to be open, I've been away because my grandmother just passed away. Rest in peace, Harriet. She was wonderful. She brought enormous amounts of joy to my entire life. Anyway, I won't go too much of that here, but yeah, that's why I was away. We've arrived at Palaka's stand. Can we aetherite up yet? Yes, we can. Okay. Yeah, so just took out a couple of beasts. Nothing too terrible in Warrior of Light terms. Mattia. Oh, what's happened to them? To who? Oh, I guess there's not really many people left here, are there? Yerevet. The horror. I pray that the sisters will see us through this calamity. Yeah, I guess everyone's kind of gone from here. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty... it's expected. I mean, we know that the beasts we just killed didn't come out of thin air. Alphinaud. Good work, Akushu, though I worry for Mattia. Oh god, Mattia's gonna turn into one of them, isn't he? No, he better not. Alize. Keep heart, Mattia. It cannot be. There's a couple of injured and everyone else is, like, gone. All blasphemied up. Alize, we must heal those we can, and quickly. I see no beasts, but stay on your guard. Yeah, they can come from anywhere. Well, they can't come from anywhere. They have to come from people, but there's people everywhere. Motionless villager. Villager has no pulse, nor do they appear to be breathing. Collapsed cure. The cooling body has already begun to stiffen. The massive wound suggests the villager was gored by a terrible beast. I mean, at least their ether remains intact, unlike the people who actually transform. Death is literally better. Exhausted cure. Though the villager's injuries do not appear to be life-threatening, he does not respond to your efforts. His breathing grows more ragged and shallow, and his vacant eyes are those of a man who has lost the will to live. Are you going to transform? Even if I... Exhausted cure. Even if I wake, the nightmare goes on. No. Leave me to sleep. You call out, but the man does not respond. Did he just... This poor soul's beyond... Is he really, though? It wasn't life-threatening. He's... I don't know if beyond saving in this case means that he's actually dead or he's just given up for now. Alize. His wounds are deep, but he may yet be saved. Go and help the others. Frightened aura. Have you come to help us? Too late. Too late, my family, my friends. Oh, God. Anyone else here? No. Where's Mattia? Mattia. When I last came here to sell my fish, everyone was so bright and cheerful. This is a nightmare. Yeah, Ruvet. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyone in here? No, it's really... Oh, God, there's like no one left here. Alphinaud. Why the horror? Are these the only villagers who survived? I can only hope these others managed to flee, but if the rest have been turned into beasts by the 12, let us do what we can to see that the damage spreads no further, and no matter what comes, we must keep our spirits high, lest we ourselves suffer a similar fate. We have now access to the gate of the first site in Thavnir. Okay, well that's good. Let me go check out this fate, if I get there in time. Stalkers in the Shroud. Guhasaya with a taste for man-flesh have been sighted near a settlement. The brazen creatures must have the fear of men struck back into them. Oh, they're tigers. They're beautiful. Alphinaud. That we might live. Alphinaud is determined to offer the villager what succor he can. Alphinaud, I can tend to the rest. Pray look after Matia. No doubt what we have seen here weighs even heavier on his heart than ours. Yeah, 100%. This is his people. I just also just went around collecting a couple more ether currents. Alright, Matia. Oh, Kukushu. This is Yerevet, the elder here. He is hurt, but praise be to the sisters, he still lives. Well, that's good. Yerevet, young Matia has told me everything. I have not the words to express my gratitude for your aid. When the heavens began to burn, we were afraid, but did our best to carry on as we always have. Until today, when those unholy beasts came pouring into our village, a flood of midnight and death. A flood of midnight and death, that's a great way to put it. There are no words to describe what followed. Men and women I have known since they were babes, struck down by the creatures, only to rise again to join the murderous horde, in the guise of those same hideous fiends. In the chaos, a handful of our villagers fled for their lives. I can only hope they found their way to safety. I'm not optimistic, but maybe. Matia, do you perchance remember Karasaf and Mevan, the young couple who bought your freshest catches? Matia, how could I forget, Elder? When I first came to peddle my wares, desperate to eke out a living, they showed me such kindness. Others shunned me as an outsider, as is their way, but Karasaf and Mevan bought my fish and sung its praises. They turned my fortunes around. Yerevet, alas, I fear they are in terrible danger. I saw them running towards Agama Temple, one of those beasts in close pursuit. They had their child, still but a tiny babe. To elude these fiends while caring for one is so young is an impossible task. Surely, I beg if you go to their aid. I mean, we can go in your stead. Like, we can fight. We can help. Yeah, there you go. Matia. I want to help them, yet I am but a fisherman. I cannot face beasts on my own. Will you come with me? Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Agama Temple here lies to the west of here. We must hurry. Alright, that's the temple. Matia. The temple is just ahead. It was built by those who worship Saint Agama, but has sadly fallen into disrepair in recent years. If my friends made it this far, no doubt they are hiding somewhere amidst the ruins. No, please, stay Shit, that's not great. That was Karasaf. Oh no, this is not good. I'll take a look. Please do. The cry came from the ruins. You must hurry. I mean, the sound of it was not a sound of I am still alive. It was an I am dead sound. Karasaf. Yeah, Karasaf is not in great shape. Okay, did we get you in time? Why? It's so much worse that they're crying, their dying breath is like, what is their humanity's, either their human form's last despair, or their like non-monster form's last despair. The man lies motionless on the ground, bearing a grievous wound. This whole session is like bleak on bleak on bleak. Matia. I'm sorry, Kukushu. I tried to stay behind, but I couldn't. No, don't you transform on seeing this guy. No, it cannot be. Karasaf, is someone... anyone... Again, at least they didn't... At least this guy didn't turn into one. That sounds like a much worse fate. My arms so heavy. And my legs, I cannot feel my legs. My wife fled with our daughter. There's still hope, okay. I mean, for some of you to survive. I need to find them, need to be with them. I need... No. Matya. Karasov, no, Karasov, you must stay strong. Karasov, more time. I thought I had... I don't want to die. One of the things that just always gets me is... It's one thing to see people facing death bravely. It's another... It's so much... It feels like so much more relatable when people are clawing, you know, fighting against the dying of the light, you know, who are people who are... They just have a tough time, or who have not accepted it. Speak to Karasov. Thank you. Please find them. I am so worried about Matt. I mean, Karasov, it was sad too, but like Matya, I am just so worried that any moment, anything he sees can push him over towards becoming one of those. Mervan still lives, and she has their child. We must search the jungle between here and Palaka's stand. There is nowhere else she could have gone. I think... Okay. Yeah, we can do this. Stay with me. Forgive me, Karasov. Once we have saved your wife and child, we will return and lay you to rest. Okay. Okay. This really... I would be a little bit surprised if this ends up well, but maybe it will. We can always hope. You see no tracks or other signs of recent travel. Nevan and the child must be elsewhere. Okay. You know what I'm most worried about here is not just what would be even worse than Matya turning would be if this woman and her baby turned. If we had to fight like some baby blasphemy. If Mevan and her daughter came through this area recently, no evidence of their passage. Okay. So we're back to Palaka's stand. Oh, I mean, like, it's all bad, but, like, there's special levels of horror. What's his name? Shepherd Book would call the special hell. Like, that would send me into the special hell. Matthew, did you see any signs of them? I found nothing. No, I fought one monster, but I assume it wasn't Mevan. Perhaps the beasts have chased them farther from the village. Oh, gods above, I beseech you, pray deliver Mevan and her little one to safety. Victory! That friggin' music. They should have a minor key for sad moments. Meanwhile, in the skies above Thavnir, is this going to be the octopus army? No, it's going to be Vrtra.
No more enemies to trouble us here.
It's me. How fare you below?
Yeah, bad news.
Understood. I will inform Vrtra.
And what if Vrtra transforms?
And many more have succumbed to the transformations.
Would he become some... if Vrtra transforms, would he become like a dragon super blasphemy? Also, a more technical question. Is blasphemy just the name for that super monster, the one at the end of the Vanaspati dungeon? Because that had the title blasphemy, but I assume that all these other ones are also like littler blasphemies.
Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father.
Oh, and you're going to have to step up, Vrtra.
My friends fight alongside your radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palaka's stand as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it,
And I mean, especially for dragons who can who we know from Heavensward can feel deeper than many.
And despair in their hearts which inflict this abhorrent punishment upon them. A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion?
I mean, give him a second. He's not wallowing in sorrow. He's soaring through the skies, killing with you. He's taking a second. I don't know.
Razad Khan is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
Agreed.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man?
I don't think they'll feel the way you're expecting them to feel.
These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust.
Right.
Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear, no different from the beasts which beleaguer them.
Boy, do I disagree with you there. And not that he thinks he is a bringer, not that he... I think he will not bring the fear he thinks he'll bring.
Perhaps so. Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result. It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war.
That's true.
Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue.
That's right.
He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes. And the Dragonsong War would still rage on.
Yeah, this especially given... I mean, they could, I guess, say, like, how do you know that we are... Like, how do you... They could think, like, are you just trying to usurp him? Are you trying to, like, take control without warrant? But I don't think they're going to think that. I really don't.
And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned.
He's come quite a ways.
I
That shock dragon
for
face.
Ahawan's greater goals. Yet I know that he served you, served your people, long and true. In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him.
That is a good way to put it. Persuasive, too.
It will not be easy, but the future of Razad Khan hangs in the balance. We have company.
Yeah, the Squid Air Force is on the way. Here we go. Oh, fucking A. Vrtra.
The hour has come, Vrtra. It's all or nothing.
Hey, it's the trailer line. He said the thing. I like it here. I hated that line in the trailer. I utterly hated that line in the trailer. It felt, I don't know, it felt over the top. But here it fits. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for now. Thank you for watching. I will see you later, where hopefully we will be able to calm Matsia, pet Pigeon, and I don't know, leave Mo and Vrtra to her tasks. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.